There are several types of circle skirts you can draft for your doll. Depending on the fullness, you can draft a skirt that is an entire circle, a 3/4 circle, or a half a circle. A full or 3/4 circle is more like a traditional poodle skirt from the 50s, whereas a half circle skirt is more like the skater skirts you see today. However, drafting a circle skirt requires a little bit of easy math. Don't be alarmed, we're going to show you exactly how to do it so you can have successful results each time. The first thing you need to determine is your doll's waist measurement. This will be the circumference or outer edge of the circle, which will become the waistline of the skirt. Then, to figure out how to draw this circumference, you're going to need to determine the radius. This is where the math comes in. Our doll's waist measurement is 11 inches. This will be our circumference. Let's plug this number into our formula. Radius is equal to the circumference divided by 2 pi. Our circumference is our 11 inches, and pi is 3.14. Let's put in those numbers, and we get 11 divided by 2 times 3.14. When you put this into your calculator, you get an answer of 1 3/4 inches. An even simpler trick to use is to remember that 2 pi is equal to 6.28. So you could even do this math by saying that your radius is equal to your circumference over 6.28, which is 11 divided by 6.28, which should give you the exact same answer. Now that we have our radius established, let's start drafting. Draw on 2 lines perpendicular to each other, both of them being longer than your desired skirt length. Next, set your compass to the radius width. We determined it earlier to be 1 3/4 inches, so I'm going to open up my compass until it is 1 3/4 inches across. Then, put the pointy end at the intersection of your 2 lines and simply draw in your curve. If you don't have a compass, you can do the same thing with a ruler by marking off the radius distance all the way around and then connecting the dots with a smooth line. Now that you have your waistline established, measure down the desired length of your skirt from the waistline. We're going to do a 5-inch deep skirt. Again, you can do this with a ruler, or if your compass will get that big, you can use your compass. Just make sure that you anchor the compass up at the original point and add the radius depth to the width of your compass. This is your basic full circle skirt pattern. Now all that's left to do is to add seam allowance at the waistline, side seam, and hemline, and mark the center front on a fold. To use this pattern, you would cut out 1 piece on the fold for the front, and then 1 piece on the fold for the back, or you would add an additional bit of seam allowance if you wanted a center back seam. And here we have our completed full circle skirt. Let's say you love the look and the drape of a circular skirt, but you don't want a full circle's fullness. How do you make a smaller circle skirt? If you look down at the bottom of your pattern exercise sheet, we give you extra formulas that tell you how to do a 3/4 or a half circle. These formulas work exactly the same way as the one above. As you can see, we've simplified the bottom to be 2 pi or 6.28 as we showed you. At this point, all you have to do is plug in your waistline measurement, run your calculations, and you should get the radius that will give you a half circle or a 3/4 circle skirt. So here we have a completed full circle skirt pattern and half circle skirt pattern. Notice that I've marked cut 2 on my full circle skirt pattern so that we will have actually a full circle. And then on the half circle skirt, you only need to cut 1.